Imagine launching a brand new course and selling 1,476 spots right out of the gate. And no, that is not a typo. We actually made that happen for a client. So, what made this launch so successful? Well, hi, my name is Nicola, and I specialize in helping course creators create 1,000K offers that sell more, create boomerang buyers, and build a business that actually lasts. And today I am going to walk you through how we built the perfect offer, overcame objections, and positioned a new program for huge success. So, if you want my free guide on crafting irresistible offers, stay tuned until the very end. So, the way that we made this huge launch happen for a client was we started by creating the right offer. And why is this important? Well, put precisely, you cannot polish a turd. When it comes to selling offers, a lot of people focus on the actual copy and the messaging and the positioning. And yes, those things are extremely important. But if the offer is wrong for the audience in the first place, then it doesn't matter how good your copy is going to be, your offer simply isn't going to sell. Hence, you cannot polish a turd. So you have to create the right program for the audience. And that starts by listening to what actually is your audience struggling with. What problem do they want resolving? What transformation are they looking for? And then you're going to craft an offer that literally solves that problem for them. And this is where your program promise comes into play. So your program promise will actually become part of your positioning for your audience. And it must tick these three things. It must feel achievable. Your audience must actually, know that they can actually achieve it. And it's realistic for them to do so. It must feel believable. So we can't be promising people they can make $1 million in a year, unless you can. And it must be measurable. So you must be able to track whether or not people are actually hitting this program promise. And the reason for that is because then you can add that into your marketing stats. 80% of students hit the program promise within 3 months, things like that. That's why we want to track. And also, side note, it's also really good intel for you, because if you're tracking whether or not students are hitting that program promise, you can keep up to date with that information and tweak the program accordingly if they're not actually hitting it. So, we created this new program. We made sure it spoke directly to their goals and their desires, and we made it clear how the course could help them. Now, with this process, when we started it, usually I would do, a lot of digging. I would do a lot of research into the audience to make sure that the program is exactly what they needed. But my client has a really engaged Facebook group, and inside that group, people were literally asking over and over and over for a course on this specific topic. So we knew this was something that they were literally asking for. They wanted help with it, and it fit in with the whole ecosystem of my client's other offers. Next point. We ran a test version of the program so that we could tweak any issues before the program went live to my client's whole list. We reached out to a small group of people who put their hands up to be a tester and actually give honest feedback. Now, when it comes to finding the right people to give honest feedback, you want to find people who are either really engaged in your Facebook group or student communities, or they've completed other courses before. And the reason that we ask for that is because when we're looking at doing tests for programs, we want to get as much feedback as we can. And so we want to reach out to people who would be willing to give us detailed feedback so that we can then tweak the course and pivot it if we need to. And if we're just going to work with people who are testing the program, but they won't give us feedback or they won't take part, then that's just going to be pointless for us, pointless for them, and it's not going to be fun for anybody. So with this audience, once we'd found the right people, and I would say usually between 15 to 30 people is a really good sweet spot for this number, we sent regular surveys to check in and how they were getting on with each module. And we made sure that those surveys had a mixture of multiple choice questions and also questions where they could put in longer answers. This showed us where we needed to troubleshoot and obviously highlighted any areas inside the course that were actually helpful so that we knew do not change those. In these surveys, we made sure that we kept asking, are you experiencing any changes so far, any transformations or things that you want to mention? And we kept track of those so that we could confidently say in the marketing, by X week, on average, students were experiencing these changes. And it's really compelling marketing, actually, because so many times when we're buying offers, we do not want to get burned. And so people and, your potential clients are looking for reasons why they shouldn't buy. And if you're giving them reasons why they should, in terms of, here are the reasons why, because people are actually experiencing these results, and, we have this proved, that's really compelling for your audience, and they will want to buy based off that. Now, we had those surveys and we could see that the results, the changes that were coming through. When it came to sharing testimonials, in the surveys, we also asked people if they were willing for their feedback to be shared as a testimonial as well. When it came to sharing those testimonials, I tied them directly to the pain points and the problems that the audience was facing, making the testimonials relatable and credible. Again, when we look to buy things, we want to know that people like us have also bought the program and seen success. So these people were looking for others who had the same objections as them, same problems. And so we made sure that we answered all of that in these testimonials. And again, making it really compelling why the audience should buy. To overcome skepticism, we also explained why previous methods or programs hadn't worked for them and why this particular program was different. This addressed like a common nothing works for me objection that you will probably see in your program. And actually, I find that actually this often isn't addressed in sales pages and in course marketing enough. People are too focused on why this course and what this course is about, and they don't actually look at, okay, why is this program different to anything else that you've tried? A lot of people, when they're coming to resolve their problems, they will have tried other methods, whether that is a course, whether that is hiring somebody, whether that is looking online, and they want to know that if those things haven't worked before, why is that not that they've not worked? Is it me? Am I the problem? Or is it something else? And why would your method work for me instead? So when you can confidently say, okay, this is the reason why, so you're putting a solution to a name to things that why things haven't worked, and then offering them a direct solution and telling them why your solution will work. Again, that is really compelling marketing. So I hope this checklist has helped on how we helped my client have a massive launch. And if you want to sell more courses, sell more offers, grab my free Fix Your Offer checklist that will walk you through how you can upgrade your course today to get more sales, retain more students, and build a business that lasts. So thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe for more insights on course launches and marketing strategies.